Okay, let's go. Not helping.
Okay. One, two. Okay.
You good?
Okay. I'm sorry.
No, it's
I'm
just
sorry.
gone.
Okay. You are host A. 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to Slow and Steady, the podcast where you can follow along as we build products in public. Each week we'll give you an honest peek into our lives as we share our struggles, our wins, and everything in between. I'm Benedict and I'm feeling optimistic.
And I'm Benedicte. Today is November 29th. This is episode number 161. And I'm feeling kind of meh.
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 That doesn't sound good.
I don't know.
Well,
It's not
first
too
of all-
bad either. It's not too bad either. But I don't know. When if anyone is, following me on Twitter, right as we were recording, we're just going to go into recording today, this machine turned up outside of my window, actually carving up the road. And it was not quiet. And then I just felt like, okay, this is, it's just it's meh. This day is just not been the best.
The thing that I was like, yeah, we could probably deal with it. And then I realized when you say in front of your window, you literally mean like 10 centimeters in front of your window. So it's not like a couple meters away, it's right next to you.
Yes, our windows are all the way almost down on the road. So, but they're done now. So we're getting this. And I guess that's what I'm doing this week. It's just crunching through everything that needs to be done. Been, done with my tiny little conference season, which was a lot of fun. Eating out, meeting people, just living life. And now I'm back to just getting up, walking over to my desk, doing the readme documentation for the Cloudinary plugins, which is not fun, but it's got to be done. And I'm not that good at it, which is probably why I'm because I'm getting it done and it's going to be good enough. And what I promised, it's just that I don't feel like I'm not in my element when I work on the readme documentation.
But it's important. The documentation is important.
It is. And I think, it's one of those things that I should probably do more of and get better at, because if you get better at it, it will also be more fun doing it. So it's not like I don't want to do it. It's just that I don't want to do it. If that makes sense. So it's not too bad. It's just okay, I'm back. I got to just do the work, right? Which is not always amazingly, interesting and exciting.
Maybe next time start with the documentation or start with the README and make it somewhat like a to-do list by documenting all the things and how they should work, and then work on actually building the code for it.
You know what? I really want to do that for if we get another installment of this work with the Cloudinary plugins, because now we're kind of been just fixing what they had and make sure that it actually works with the new version. But we haven't been able to actually kind of change the architecture or the API or whatever, how it's being used or what it actually does. But I do think I read that somewhere that, if we get this next installment that I hope, where we get to kind of make them into the plugins I would have liked to seen. And after doing some research, or hoping to do some research with people who do use Gatsby and Cloudinary and see kind of which workflows are the most important to them, and doing that work, then it would absolutely make sense to write the README first. Because it's this is how you're supposed to use this plugin, and then make it happen so that the README is easy to write. While now the README is a little hard to write because it's not really how I would like it to be, per se.
Yeah.
So you make a valid point. I think for the next installment of work, we'll absolutely try to do the README first, like you say, and then have that kind of be the roadmap, I guess, for what we'll be doing. But yeah.
A friend of me called this dream code for a while. Just write the code you'd love to write and then figure out how to make it work.
Yeah, but it does make sense, right? Because, especially plugins like this, it's very much often the first experience somebody has of if they're using Gatsby and then they want to use Cloudinary, then the plugin is their first experience with Cloudinary, or the other way around. It might be their Cloudinary customers and then they want to use Gatsby. Anyway, and it should read and like work in the way that they expect and like how they wanted to work, and not, I don't know. Yes, the point was, I agree. That was the point. I'm not going to elaborate any further. But you have had some, because I had some exciting weeks, and then you've had an exciting week or two.
I had an exciting week and a very like relaxed, slow week. So 2 weeks ago, I was at MicroConf in Malta, MicroConf Europe, that is, and it was great. It was good to be back at the conference, meet a lot of people that I haven't seen in a couple of years, meet old friends, make some new ones. It was, I had a blast. I had a really nice time there. And it was also nice to get into warmer weather for a couple days, because around here it's pretty gray and just sad. So getting to Malta and enjoying a couple of days of sun was a welcome break.
A little jealous of that.
Yeah, I definitely recommend it.
It's gray and rainy. We haven't gotten the snow yet, which is kind of the worst part of Norwegian weather, when it's like getting cold but not cold enough to turn the rain into snow. And
yeah,
so we had like a rainy Christmas tree lighting ceremony on Sunday, which doesn't give kind of the same vibes as, like, you know, when there's like light snow on the tree.
Yep, I can totally see that. The problem I have with like winters in Germany is like we never get outside of the rainy thing. Like there's just no snow. It's always just gray and rainy.
Oh, you never get to the good part of winter. Oh, that makes sense.
No. Maybe for a day, and then the day after it's like all smushy and like disgusting. So yeah, we never get the good sides of winter, at least not in the past couple of years.
Well,
anyway,
back to what you were saying.
Yeah, I also had a chance to meet one of our, well, not really employees because she's a contractor, but one of our team members at the conference. Our customer advocate, Katarina, was there as well. And I met her for the first time in person, which was also nice. Because so far, I think from the people on the team right now, I only met Jane in person a couple years ago. It's been a while as well. So it was nice to bond a little bit in real life. And we had a great time as well. So yeah, that was nice. I also enjoyed the kind of new format of MicroConf Europe. I guess it was the same as like last year, but I didn't attend that one. So for me, it was new. So they only had like 4 talks this year. And the rest was like we had some activities downtown, so we got a little bit outside, and there was a lot of like founder blind dating sort of, which was nice to meet a couple new people and make some new friendships. And for example, I ran into someone just a couple kilometers away who basically lived nearby, and I didn't know about them and they didn't know about me. And it was nice to be like, oh, you're from Frankfurt as well. Yeah, nice. So hopefully we can meet up around here from time to time as well. Absolutely. But overall, like, while it was a lot of fun, it was also exhausting. There was a tiny seed retreat for the new batch right before MicroConf. And while I wasn't part of all of that, because like they had masterminds and stuff like that, I was allowed to the dinners and the activities they had. So all in all, it was basically 4 days of socializing and talking and networking. And by Friday, I was pretty exhausted, and I had a sore throat. And it was like, is this like, am I getting COVID again, or is it just like from talking so much?
I met all these people. I got the plague now.
You're joking, but yeah, like a couple people tested positive during the conference.
Yeah.
So
I know. We just get a joke about it at this point. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's how it is. So far, so good though. Sore throat was gone on Saturday. And I didn't feel bad the entire time since. Even tested negative a couple times, so I guess I'm good. But yeah, overall, had a blast. as usual.
Did all the new tiny seed companies come to the retreat?
I'm not entirely sure. It was mostly for the European batch, so for Tiny Seed Europe. And I'm not sure if it was all of them, but it was a decent chunk. So there were a couple new faces and a couple new people. And I also got to meet a couple of our customers, which was also nice. A couple that I knew of and a couple that I didn't know of until I met them in person. And they're like, "Hey, actually, I'm a customer." I'm like, oh, now that you mention it, I think I saw your name sometime in customer support.
I was asking because I was just wondering, is there any of the companies that you feel like extra, I don't know what the word would be, but like any of the companies in the new Europe batch that you're extra excited about or find extra interesting, I guess.
I don't know what is interesting as well. Like added that a couple from Germany in there this time. I think there were a couple in the past as well, but the German tiny seed crowd is increasing. It's growing, and they're also not that far away. So yeah, that's the part I'm excited about.
Just to have some more colleagues in the, or like, I guess colleagues in air quotes, but in closer by.
Kinda, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Anything else?
Yeah. So MicroConf wise, I guess that pretty much sums it up. Last week was basically a vacation. We didn't go anywhere, but took the week off, mostly at least, which was also nice to wind down a little bit after MicroConf. And yeah, back to work since yesterday, and yeah, spinning things up again, doing mostly maintenance stuff, cleaning things up, like all the little things that need some love from time to time. So I'm doing all of that. And
all
I'm
the
also
meh.
trying to all the meh, yeah. I'm also trying to get a little bit better at managing my to-do list, because before those 2 weeks, it's been basically constantly growing and at some point starting to overwhelm me. So I'm using things for my like the app on Mac to manage my to-do list. But at some point I noticed that my today list just kept growing and growing and growing, and I started to ignore it because it was so long. So
you always
ultimately,
no, it's good when you stop opening your to-do list app. That's when then
something's going
it's
on.
like it's a little breakdown of the system.
So I'm trying to be better with this this time around. Once again, trying to get a proper process in place, like doing using the like things as a inbox feature, which is basically like where you collect stuff as it comes up and then you sort it into categories or into the calendar and stuff like that. So I'm trying to do that more, and also every morning be a little bit more deliberate about what's the plan for today, and picking the tasks, and also trying to break down tasks a little bit more, because it was clearly not working, and I have to get ahead on the to-do list a little bit to cut things down. So let's see how it goes. I will report back in a couple of weeks, but yeah, lots to do, and hopefully I have a better system in place now.
Have you ever read the Getting Things Done book? Which things?
I have not, but I'm thinking that I probably should.
I know. I read it many, many years ago, and implementing that system takes a lot of time. It is a good system, but kind of what I feel about the system is that it's got very little leeway. As soon as it breaks down. Like there has to be kind of absolute trust in the system, and you have to actually do the weekly, I don't know what they call it, but that's when you like look through your inbox and actually do the sorting. And if you stop doing any of these kind of ceremonies or something, kind of the whole system breaks down. But if you do follow all of them, which I did for quite a while back in the day, it's like it feels really good and you feel very secure with your system. But these days I'm back to like bullet journaling, where I just use my, not like real bullet journaling, like not pretty bullet journaling like you can see on Pinterest, but I just have a notebook
But there's
where
bullet journaling and Pinterest bullet journaling.
there
right?
is definitely Pinterest bullet journaling. And I mean, for some people, that is really like, if you are very visual and you kind of need that creativity in your life, and you are not, and you're unfortunately not in a kind of work situation where you can be creative, I think that bullet journaling, kind of with all of those drawings and like extra creativity around it, like that is very beneficial because you get both the planning and some of your kind of creativity out. But I feel like I get enough creativity out in my project. So my bullet journaling is very just pen and or pencil and paper. Because what I realized with all of these systems, and I've done all and I've restarted multiple times, this is, procrastinating by finding a new to-do system is a very good way to procrastinate. But what I realized in all of this is like, you got to do the stuff. I mean, no matter what system, like the problem often is that you don't have time to do the stuff, or you procrastinate doing the stuff. And any, like, there's no like magic system that will make you want to do accounting. Like, it's just not, it's just like, you gotta suck it up and do the thing. So I've been trying, at least lately, I just do it on paper, and then like I focus more on just like doing, like just doing things. And the more you do, the less there will be on your to-do list, of course. And then also, what's fun about paper, if you do it like if you do that method properly, you end up rewriting your to-do list again and again. While in a digital system, it can kind of just be like this dumping place, and you end up having all kinds of things. But when you do it on paper and you look at last week's list, and then you kind of start the week over, that's kind of like the little bit of part behind the bullet journal system, is that then you look at your last week, and then you kind of rewrite every to-do that you didn't get done. And when you've rewritten the to-do 5 weeks in a row, you're just going to take it. You're either going to do it or you're just going to chuck it. While in a
Yeah, at
digital
some point,
system, you end up never chucking things, and it becomes this like never ending, overwhelming kind of thing. So yeah, I'm very back to like analog paper based system, and it's working okay. It's working good enough, which is, I've realized, is what I need from a to do or like productivity standpoint, because otherwise I'll just spend all my days researching productivity systems.
yeah, I can totally see that. I like the idea of like rewriting it and then removing the stuff that you get annoyed to always write on the to-do list, and like, I'm never going to do this. I actually spent a couple minutes earlier today just doing the same thing in my digital to-do list, like just going through and like, yeah, this is never going to happen, and just delete it. So yeah, I'm just trying to be a little bit more structured with it, and then hopefully that's good enough.
Yeah, I do have a digital one as well, especially for things that are date-based or repeatable. Like I do have that, but for most of the work, I try to start Monday. I'm part of this group where we take out our books and then we plan our week, or like major things to do that week, and starting to learn that there can't be so much like big, in addition to kind of the repeatable task and the kind of maintenance of your everyday life and everyday business. Like there's less time than I think to get other stuff done, and kind of doing it on paper is starting to teach me that, okay, I cannot have as many kind of extra projects in the week. Then, yeah.
I'm also wondering if it's only been 2 days, so it's probably too early to tell, but we don't have like a big overarching project that we're working on in UserList at the moment. And I'm wondering a little bit like how that will affect the thing, because in the past, like when there's one large thing that needs my attention, that usually means that everything else kind of suffers. So we don't have that this very moment, and maybe that's why it's okay to like work on the small things and churning through the to-do list pretty well. But once there's a big thing again, maybe it will be a different picture, I guess.
Oh yeah. Well, my big thing though, because I also have a big thing when I get done with the readmes or the documentation for Cloudinary, then I'm still working on Prune Your Follows at pruneyourfollows.com. We are working toward a product hunt launch actually on December 8th. So Sada's going to help manage that, which I'm very happy I got into the agreement. So they'll kind of send me a to-do list of everything that needs to be done for product hunt listing, because I haven't really done one for real. And then last Friday, we had the first unofficial or official, I don't know, I put un in parentheses, unfollow Friday, which was actually Michael's ID from PG Mustard. I
Nice.
stole that ID from him. He gave me that ID. So that's kind of fun. So we're going to try doing that all through December and probably a little bit more, like kind of just like have a little fun with doing some unfollowing on Fridays. And funnily, and it's also been like kind of fun because I made this, as a fun project, and I'm now doing it together with Seda, who's sponsoring the work. But it's always fun when you get to like, people reach out using the product. So I had a person I met at a conference and he was like, "Oh, what was that, app again?" And I was like, "Oh, Prune Your Follows." And then he started using it and he kind of gave me a little bit of a running commentary in Twitter DMs. And at one point he was like, "Lol, and here are all my failed projects over the years for which I made a Twitter account." And I had the exact same thing happen to me when I was looking through like unactive and unpopular categories. I was like, "Oh, that project. Yeah, that project." But luckily I stopped making Twitter accounts for my side project many years ago. But so that was kind of fun because I felt like the same thing had happened to me. And then another user told me that like he feels like he can follow more people now and be a little bit more uncritical in who he follows because he can then more easily unfollow people again, which I think was an interesting kind of insight from him, because that means like maybe he'll follow people that he wouldn't have otherwise, and like maybe widening his bubble a little bit because he knows that he can like tighten the bubble again on Twitter. So so got some good kind of fun feedback to get on our little side project, or whatever we want to call it, for Prune Your Follows. So we'll see how it goes. I got one more thing. I want to do some server-side rendering for it this week, and then revamp the marketing site, and that's what needs to be done technically before we kind of launch it on Product Hunt. We're a little unsure like how, like if December is a good time to launch anything, but also like I don't have like high ambitions for it. It's more just, to make some noise and yeah, I don't think we're gonna like top
it
the
might not be
list.
the worst time, because I mean, in the end it's not like a product that people will pay for, so it's probably also something they use in their spare time, maybe something they want to do over the holidays. So
Yeah, I thought we
maybe
could
it's a
have
good
some,
time
in
for them.
addition to like Unfollow Friday, we could have a little bit of like, Christmas clean, like clean up do some cleaning of your lists or whatever over the holidays, same way you like clean your house, like getting ready for the new year. Like we can do some fun things around that. But we'll see how it goes. It will be fun to do. I accidentally, I think I didn't I had to put POW on Product Hunt because I was part of this competition where it had to be on Product Hunt, but I put like no effort into it. And I think I did like everything wrong. So even the people of Product Hunt, they were like, "We unlisted your listing." I was like, "Why? Why?" And they were like, "Because you're supposed to like list it at midnight." Like, cause I like listed it. No, it's a like random time during the day. So it's like 2 hours left of that day's voting or something like that. Cause it's like California time. So they were like, "Oh,
Yeah.
we unlisted it for you. We're going to list it again tomorrow because that will be more beneficial." I'm like, "I don't care. I'm just part of this competition." But anyway, so I was, but that's the only time I've ever launched anything on Product Hunt. So this time, we're going to do it by the book.
The only thing that seems to make a real difference is have someone popular post it. Like that for us was always the make or break. When we posted it ourselves, zilch, nothing, no upvotes. But if someone else posted it, preferably someone from the old guard, because apparently their posts get features automatically,
Oh, so you mean the
that-
hunter? We need like a good hunter.
Yes, you need a good hunter. That's
Ah.
that's at least in my experience the magic ingredient.
And also you need like a lot of like if you're just like a very popular person and have a large
Sure,
following,
that helps as well.
you'll get a lot
but
of votes.
having someone popular posted, I think, instantly gets you to the front page, and that then gets more eyeballs than when you launch it yourself and it's somewhere on page whatever 200 or whatever. So yeah.
Okay, so
At
if
least
you get somebody,
that's the last mite. Yeah.
Yeah, so if you get like one of the older people who've been on the platform for a long time, if they hunt the product and they put it out at like midnight California time or whatever, I think it's like 9:00 Europe in the morning, then you're already on the first page, and then you're obviously getting more votes from people just happening to go by the page, but who don't know who you are. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I think that's the working theory. I mean,
That's the
been a
working
while since we launched.
I mean,
something.
nobody knows because this is all secret, and I now heard that there's like a ton of bots on Product Hunt. So we'll have fun. I'm gonna make a little video just for fun. Like I'll make one of those like videos where I like talk through the product to put on top of Product Hunt. Very low production, but kind of just cute, like indie hack style.
Yeah, let us know once it's out there, and we'll of course click upvote.
Yes, I think it will be so. December 8th is a Thursday, so I imagine it's going to be when the next episode comes out on that day. So we can mention
okay. So we remind
next
everyone next week. Yeah.
Yes. I guess
Sounds
that's
like
it.
a plan. Yeah, that's it from my side as well.
I have one more news.
Oh,
I now have a wood stove. Very important news.
Very cool. Is it finally set up, installed, connected?
Everything's done, but it has to dry until December 9th. So I still gotta wait to fire it up, but I can look at it every day.
Perfect. Looking forward to your experience actually using it.
Yes. I'll like bring everyone over and like we'll get some audio from the crackling sound. Or maybe not.
Yeah.
I am very excited and everyone needed to hear that. So that's my wrap up for today.
Cool. Well done. Talk to you next week and maybe hear some crackling sounds.
Yes. See you around the interwebs.
Bye.